Hey guys.
What's up? What's up? What's going on?
Hold on.
Am I live? Am I live?
Oh Jesus.
Oh, what?
What's going on? Hold on.
Oh, here we go.
You live. Thank you for sharing us out, April.
Welcome, folks.
They can still see you. They can still see you.
Okay, I can't. Oh, I can't see them. I'm just blind.
Mm-hmm.
They can see me. I can't see them.
They can still see you.
Okay. Welcome.
They're too fast.
The first edition. Oh, that's fine. I just want to see myself.
You will see yourself in a few seconds.
Yeah. Waiting for you guys to come on in.
Hey.
Put your glasses on.
Yeah.
That sounds so beautiful. I do agree. Okay. Welcome. Hey, what's good, Coco? Thanks for coming through. April, much love.
She said her stomach ain't right. Oh, Lord. Coco.
Oh, hey, as long as you here, though. As long as you here, stomach and all. Hand your business. Yeah, so, 7 p.m. Eastern, Sunday night, I'm going to, make an attempt to come to you guys. And it's the first edition of Billionaire Talk. And this is entitled What's Going On? And we can turn the music on a little bit. Just a little hair. Yeah, so first edition Billionaire Talk, and what this gonna be about is all positive energy, motivation, educating, all that good stuff, not no negative vibes and anything. We're gonna agree to disagree in here. You don't have to, agree with what things that I may be talking about or what have you. But if you're smart, you will agree with me. But nevertheless, we're gonna have a good time educating ourselves and making ourselves better. So again, what's going on? I picked that title. It came to me a few days ago, and it's funny. I was actually listening, some of the old heads, the Marvin Gaye song of What's Going On, and he with that particular thing, that song, he was talking about what was going on during that time when the major things was the Vietnam War during that time, and he wrote it because of his brother, was serving in Vietnam and was writing the letters and everything. So it moved him what his brother was talking about, and the world plight. And so, then you have the song he wrote, What's Going On, was one of his, major hits. So again, fast forward to where we at now in 2020, I happened to listen to it and everything. And, I wanted to come to you guys today, this Sunday evening about what's going on. And unfortunately, we got a lot of the same stuff that's still going on, as it was, many years ago, when the Marvin Gaye song was out. And one of the biggest things is, sad to say, the disease of racism, the racism. And here in Richmond, Virginia, we were known as the capital of the Confederacy. What's going on, beautiful Black Queen?
Hey, Bree. How you doing?
So, we were known, and I say now, we were known as the capital of the Confederacy. I'm gonna give you some history lesson, but who don't, who may not know. And what's currently happening now is, just like all across the country, we're taking a lot of statues down that may be offensive, Confederate statues, and you got people like Columbus, all around the country, the statues are coming down, and a lot of people feel that they symbolize, racism, symbolize oppression to mainly particular people, mainly, black people in America, because of what they represented. And, with the Confederacy, a lot of people, would say it's history. A lot of people say it's my heritage. A lot of the other people, which is, the white folks, would say it's my heritage. But plain and simple, you can look through the history books, being objective and, really look. And they fought to, when I always, me personally, when I see that either you don't know or you don't understand, or maybe you do understand that the Confederacy was trying to keep black folks still in bondage, in slavery. And if they would have won the war, we would have been in bondage longer. Maybe to this day, we don't know. And change. I do believe we still in mental bondage, a lot of us as a people, because we have a lot of, backbiting and, as I say, hating in our own community, crab in the barrel mentality, the whole nine, so again, this what I'm attempting to do, I want to motivate, inspire. And the thing with racism is that, we have to, me personally, I think we have to create an economic base. And that's where I come in at. And that's always been, people who know me personally, I'm big on economics. And when big on the economics, you kind of level the playing field when it comes to racism. They may, hate me or hate my color or color of the skin, but if I have something that you want, you're not gonna worry about that. Not at all. So again, we have to look, educate ourselves. Number one, educate yourself as far as what's going on, because this is a crossroads, that we're going right now in history. With statues coming down, the protests, the police brutality, and a lot of this stuff has been going on for a number of years. Our fathers and grandfathers, the police started as the police patrol. That's how the actual thing as we know now with police, started.
Hold on. Hey, Deja, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't even shouting people out. I'm sorry. I was just rambling on. Shout out to everybody who came in. I think I stopped with beautiful Black Queen Bree, Deja. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you for sharing us out and subscribing. I appreciate you, Pooh. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
And I'm sorry. I'm just rambling, but I'm just but again, with the police and it started a slave patrol, and not to say, it's some tremendous police officers out there, and we need good policemen, but a lot of this started with the unfortunate George Floyd situation, and it's sad to say that it had to start with him, and because it's been going on forever. I mean, we go back, notably all the way to like an Emmett Till in the 1950s. But it happened before then. And we have a number of people that, no names. And, I hear, some of my, ancestors, who gone on, stories of, in the South, and, especially little black boys who went off and never came back. People coming into their homes and snatching them up and never came back. So, this is long overdue. This is long overdue. That we've had the attack on us as a people. And what we can do now. You have to I guess take your place and where you want to be in history. And everybody's not going to be protesting on the front lines. Everybody not going to be this. Everybody not going to be that. You even do your part when you boycott a certain place. There's a couple of places that we've been going to, and we find out how they reacted lately. We stopped going, and it hurt us because they got good products, but at the same time, my dollar means something to me,
right? And
I'm not gonna support you,
right?
If you're not with my cause, plain and simple, and that's what all of us has to do, because at the end of the day, going back to what I said, it's economics, and getting back to that history lesson, economics was big in the civil rights movement, most notably the Montgomery bus boycott. Those who's further down south know about it. Shutting the bus system down, and that's and the key thing with that, why that worked. We shut down the economic part. We had the economic piece, and we had unity. They had people who didn't have cars, because back then very few black people had cars, especially in the South. And my relatives, talk about this. My parents and grandparents, will talk about this. And it might have been in the neighborhood, might have been one person, who might have had a car at that time, but they carpooled and they walked, and the unity. And as a whole, that's what we miss today. But until we unify, we're not going to get past anything, racism or anything.
Welcome, I see 3 Hearts So Cold. Thank you for coming.
Definitely. Welcome, you guys. And hope you enjoy yourselves while you're here. Just spitting out a little knowledge. For a short time, not gonna keep you long. Just spitting out some knowledge. So again, unity. We got to unify. And in 2020, as a whole, we are so divided. We're all over the place. We're all over the place, and we have one group hate on the other group, and all this and all that. And and that's the difference compared to back in the day. Even though they did not have 100% participation, everybody was on the same page, but you had larger people. Now you're just all over the place now, and but I'm loving what the young folks are doing right now. I'm loving it. A lot of people were all over the place when they burn the buildings down and setting this on fire. I don't condone it, but I love their fire and their energy, because reason with that, this generation, they want justice now. Past generations, and it had to go with this, we march and and all this type of stuff, and we did this, we did that, and we still in the same place today. That's why I love these young folks, and every revolution that has happened in the past has started with young people. And the older people always criticize the younger people, for doing this and doing that. Why they got to do that? Because at this point, obviously stuff ain't working, because stuff still is going on. We as a people are still being treated the same way. Yeah, we have opportunity. Don't get me wrong. And that's the part I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about, why we can't make it. My thing is I want to talk about how we can make it. And, we do have opportunity that our ancestors did not have. And, I'm, for one, do not blame the man or whoever not putting money in my pocket, because I know I can make millions and billions. Nobody can stop me from doing that. And that's the thing that we have right now is education, and educating ourselves to utilize gifts we may have to, have that economic base, and that's just it. That's just it. So, a lot of times, we get into the thing of depending on, who's in the, White House, or, who's this, who that. And, they're not going to get you out your condition totally. You have to do something. You can't just sit there and thinking President Obama or whoever that's in the White House can get you out your condition. Oh, and then the same, saying that Trump or whoever that's in the White House gonna stop you. Nobody can stop you, at this point. And going back to what our ancestors went through, they had roadblocks galore. They couldn't do this, they couldn't do that, they couldn't even go to certain parts of town, and they couldn't even get certain jobs or get to certain schools, educate themselves. And when we did, and one of our greatest moments as in the Black community, believe it or not, was right after slavery. And some years right after slavery, we had several millionaires, and a few of them inherited land.
Hey, Miss P. Eating with Miss P in here.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
How you doing, Pooh? Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing this out.
And thank you guys. And like I said, I'm just driving it. That's why I got this beautiful woman beside me to keep me on track. And thanks for everybody who's in here. Period. And I see you. I see you and trying to talk and educate at the same time. So hey, bear with me. But yeah, we got this thing of Make America Great Again, and our greatest moment was after slavery, and we had some millionaires, and then in the early century, we actually had these what they call Black Wall Street. One of the most famous ones was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but we had them all over the country. And don't be fooled, we had it. We had nearby here, Durham, North Carolina. We had it here, 2nd Street here in Richmond, Virginia, capital of the Confederacy, former. And we had them all around, in California and everywhere. So don't be fooled. We were great. We were great. And in Tulsa, I've read stuff that they had their own private airplanes. They had doctors and lawyers. Even in Durham, North Carolina, they had all of that. They had all that. We had so much control. And so don't believe that we were just slaves and then we're here. That's not true by a long shot. So what happened with that? Again, jealousy about the oppressor, wipe all of that out. Brutally murdered and demolished, some of these towns, and not only them, but we bought into joining, with our oppressor, and and I understood, well, actually, I don't understand it. Because that actually hurt us. The civil rights movement, Dr. King and all that, great man, one, great man in history. But, later on, if you look at some of his speeches, he realized that this really wasn't the move no more, right before he, transitioned, but he was the one that pushed everybody to join in and everything. But we were so powerful when we was independent. And what I'm trying to say with that is in 2020, we got all the tools. We got all the tools now. So don't get distracted by what's going on with, statues and this and that. I mean, and we got so much talent in our communities that, we can build businesses. We have everything that our ancestors didn't have, even 30 years ago, and again, that's the billionaire mindset. You know, that's the billionaire mindset. So again, you know, this is the first edition of this, and this is not, you know, something that I'm just going to talk about race and race relations and all of that. At the end of the day, my priority will be to motivate everyone, including myself, and educate everyone, including myself, because I don't know everything, but I'm 49 years old, so I'm just going to tell you what I've picked up, a couple of nuggets, you know, in 49 years. And one thing that I, you know, strive to do, me and this, you know, beautiful woman of mine, you know, is to be independent and to have control, because you just can't, you know, this is a capitalistic country, and you know, money talks, point blank, and you have to build something. We all had gifts, and you have to use your gift to invest in yourself, and you know, and quite simple, make some money, because as you see now with what's going on, I mean, who knew, you know, with this situation going on, you know, a lot of businesses and things that I never knew that will be affected, especially one of the major things is sports entertainment. I mean, sports. I mean, sports is a $1 billion industry. Who knew that, you know, that would be affected with what's going on, you know?
Hold on, you gotta read what's going on.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me take a pause and read what's going on.
So that's what Deja said.
Okay. I'm gonna read what Deja. You know, I like how you're still making this a topic instead of rolling it over, waiting for the next trending topic. This is real. Thank you. You know, it's coming from the heart.
Thank you, Miss P. She said, love this talk. Yes.
Thank you, Miss P. Thank you, Miss P.
Deja said, each one teach one.
Yes. And the each one teach one, and that's part of what I'm gonna talk about as well. That, you know, I briefly talked about the crab in the barrel in our community, you know, but when you have knowledge, and you know, and you know that you can help others, help that person. You know, I see it in my own city. I see it all across the country. You know, certain cities help each other, and you know, certain ones don't, and you know, just as a whole, as a community, because you know, I mean, let's say, for instance, if I had a successful restaurant, and I know, you know, you trying to get there, you know, give some nuggets, you know, and because at the end of the day, nobody can be you, so you're not taking anything away, you know, from that, but to, you know, help somebody, because, you know, I'm gonna tell you like this: we're the only community that don't do it. We're the only community that don't help each other like we should. You know, we get nuggets of gold, and we want to, you know, hold on to it, and then we want to be the bigger person, and then, you know, keep that person down. And I refuse to. That's not even in my spirit to keep somebody down. I know I can help, you know, with knowledge. And me personally, I have helped, you know, because, you know, you know, I got a cleaning business, and I've had, you know, put nuggets to different people, you know, who want to do it, because one thing about it, nobody can be me, you know, and that's what you got to realize, whether you got a restaurant business or, you know, YouTube channel or whatever. And just like with us, you know, when we started this thing, you know, it was, you know, whatever how long ago it is now, you know, but when we started this YouTube channel, you know, we one of the biggest things was like, let's be us. We looked at other people, we looked at other couples, you know, saw how they act and all this type of stuff. But at the end of the day, nobody can be us, and you got to be authentic, you know.
So,
I'll go back.
You can do this and put it up on the screen so people can see it. Go ahead.
Okay, right. Bringing it back home to where we receive education on how to make independent decisions outside from others' behavior. Yes. True indeed.
Okay, and that's me. April said facts. And Deja said, yeah, go ahead.
Deja, yes, if we are really as one, let's come together and do something instead of being just being the cause of sticking together to go against others. Let's all get it as one, no matter the race. Totally agree. Totally agree. And you know, like I said, this is not just a black and white thing, because as you see, a lot of the protesters, you know, well, some of them are infiltrators, but a lot of the protesters are white. And I have, you know, spoken to people who I know who are, you know, white and other races, and it's crazy. A lot of them, you know, haven't really, you know, realized, you know, the racism until now. And it was something about that George Floyd video that really put a lot of people minds like, wow, you know, like, wow. And it's sad to say that, and then, you know, a lot of people were saying that was reminiscent of many years ago with Emmett Till. And, you know, it was like the same thing. And Emmett Till, his mom had, you know, wanted his funeral to be an open casket to see the brutality of racism.
I don't mean to cut you off.
Okay.
Hey, nephew. How you doing?
Oh, y'all missing mine?
Slick Nico twins. They just
What's up? What's up? What's up?
He
What's
just
up?
came in.
Hey, what's up, Slick?
And thank you for sharing me out, nephew. I appreciate you.
Thanks for everybody who's tuning in. Thank you. So, Emmett Till in the 1950s, you know, his mom, which was tremendous, you know, to have a open casket funeral of your child that was brutalized like that. But she saw the importance of what this would show the world. And so I'm saying that to say this, that, you know, people compare the George Floyd situation to that, because it really put, you know, racism on blast, and not in this country, but the whole world. You know, you got people in London and everywhere, you know, protesting because of George Floyd, and it just really was a smack in the face to a lot of the country. You know, like, wow, this is still really happening. And to see that officer, and by the way, I just saw too that he had one of the officers made bail. Come on now, really? One of the other guys.
That's crazy.
That happened yesterday. You know. Okay. Yes, the Caucasians are actually taking more of a stance, while others are just want to be a part of the Black Lives Matter movement, when it around All Lives Matter. Okay.
Yeah, but see, they get that kind of confused. Yeah. They thinking that when we say Black Lives Matter, then for some reason we're excluding them. We just want to be equal to them. All lives can't matter until Black Lives matter.
Yes.
If we're included in it all, then all lives can't matter until our lives matter. And that's what a lot of them don't get. That's what a lot of them don't get. It's sad.
And then the thing about that, you know, I do agree. We need white folk. We need everybody, because it was a lot of white people who helped the civil rights movement to make to get us where we are today. And that's the thing I tell to a lot of Black folks, you know, that, you know, we it's no way we do it by ourselves, you know, but we do have to look at ourselves and respect ourselves, and you know, educate ourselves. And, you know, they're out there. And this is the other part of this thing too. And I agree with what you're saying with the Black Lives Matter movement. I was talking to a white person recently with that, and they were saying about how, you know, some of his white neighbors, you know, had a flag, you know, Black Lives Matter and all this type of stuff. But a couple of Black people in the neighborhood, they haven't helped them. You know, when he said, you know, he's, you know, cut the grass, or, you know, been over their house and all that. And, you know, now it's almost become a fad, almost like a chic thing with some white folks. Just like years ago when they was adopting all these black babies, when Madonna and all them people was doing it. So that's what I'm afraid of with this. You know, it now become a fad to have the Black Lives Matter, or you know, all this type of stuff. And but are you really caring about our plight? You know, and that, you know, at the end of the day, it's just so so simple to me that who cares about race or sexual orientation or any of that. We're the human race. Period. You
Right.
cut any of us, we're gonna bleed. You hurt us, you shoot us, we're gonna get shot, bleed, the whole nine. Whether what, I don't care who you deal with on the sexual thing. I don't care who you deal with, black, white, green, brown, or whatever. We are humans, and it's so sickening to me and just crazy to me that we still fighting this well over 400 some odd years in this country. You know, yes, exactly. They think it's about the racism, but it's about a movement and knowledge that we do exist. Yes.
Yeah,
True
Deja.
indeed. True indeed, Days. True indeed. And so I mean, at the end of the day, and it's crazy when you do talk to people who from other cultures and other races who just at the end of the day, especially men, we at the end of the day, we all want to feed our families. That's the bottom line. We all want to be good and feed our families. But when you put all this ignorance in and hate and racism and you think this, you think that, it's just just silly to me that we're still fighting the same fight that that you know my grandparents, my great grandparents, have. Yes, we have made some improvement, and we do have plenty of opportunities that we can do things now. Because my grandfather, I know with my grandfather, he didn't become more than just like a janitor. Well, he worked at a railroad station.
Hey, Logic. How you doing? That's
what's good. What's good?
TV. That's Logic.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah. So it's like and my grandmother, she didn't go no more than a maid, and she actually worked for one of the she could pass for white, but she was mixed, and she worked for one of the most wealthy families in this area. I don't know if I tell you the Bird family. Okay. Like that. We got high school, LC Bird, and the Bird Hotel, Bird Theater.
Yeah.
So she was one of their maids. So I mean, and you're talking about this is probably the 1920s and 30s. But she well, we improved from that.
Would you say Logic? But but our people want to put us back in time.
Yeah. I do agree. I do agree. And before you join in, I was talking about the unity thing, and somewhat in the past, we've had that we were unified better, but you're exactly right, because I talked about earlier that we're all over the place. We're all over the place. We're not unified at all. Not enough. Not enough of us are unified and conscious enough to move forward as a people. And we will still keep on spinning. We'll keep on spinning until we get unified, because we got one portion that don't think anything wrong, and we got another portion that still want to believe into the system. This system, and we got to realize this system was not created for us. This system was not created for us, and that's why when I talk about having an economic base and all this. This is a capitalistic society. You would not grow in this society unless you think about economics. And that's the only way you going to move forward with this. And when I talk about economics and what we can do as a people, when people treat us wrong, we can't keep on patronizing them. I'm talking about your local stores or whatever. You don't have to tear them down or whatever. Just don't go. Believe me. We had some people local, and I'm speaking of the crab shop here, the crab lady here. This is a place that, and we have one in Maryland as well. Nearby, that it was heavily supported by our people. And what happened with that was they say some out of the way stuff, and they shut it down. The lady here locally, she had to shut down because we was probably almost 100% of her business. We never went personally, but it was big.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read some of this.
Hold
Some of this we're
on.
gonna put.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's go back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna briefly read.
Reading with P.
Okay, that's correct. We are all human, made in God's image. We will always have some that is evil in this world. Yes, yes, my sister. Yes, we'll always will.
Logic said exactly. Hey, Mr. Ray, how you doing?
What's going on,
Thanks
Mr.
for coming in.
What up, though?
Thanks,
what
April.
Up?
Oh, thank you for sharing this out, Mr. Ray. I appreciate that.
Definitely.
Deja said, yeah. Logic said.
I asked my black friend, have they applied for the PPP loan? They didn't know what it was a talk. Yes. And they're going back to the education. Look. Okay, well,
you knew they knew.
My white friend. Yes. Hey, you hitting right on the head. You hitting right on the head. You know, we I dealing with black and white folks, and a lot of us, we just don't know. We want to sit here and complain and don't want to do the research. And I've known a lot of people here locally who, me and Nick, we know a lot of people who, started this, started that, and whatever, and they're just, gone, restaurants or whoever, and it is gone because, they don't do the research and whatever. And, we always want the whole pie, but we don't educate ourselves.
Hey, Positive Mukbanger. How you doing, sweetie?
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's going on, Positive Mukbanger? Yeah, so that's the biggest thing of educating ourselves. Educating ourselves, and again, I'm really just pushing that economic base, man. We gotta, use our gift. We are so gifted as a people beyond, and we have a lot of us who may go to college, and and this is the thing what we do different than what other communities do. We go get that degree and we go straight to working for the system and working for the man. And how about getting that law degree or the engineering degree and start our own? Start working for the man for a second, but start our own. And that's what we are failing. That we went away with years ago. When I'm talking about Black Wall Street and different things like that. And read on it because that's what the one in Tulsa and Durham, North Carolina. Tulsa, they from what I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, they had like 6 private planes. Could you imagine 6 private planes in one community? Our community. That's what we did in the 1920s and 30s. So we are kings and queens. We can do this. And they had doctors and lawyers and insurance. They did not. Just imagine that they did not have to go outside their community for nothing. And
that's what we need to get back to. We definitely need to unify. Logic said real conversation, had to share this. Thank you for sharing us out. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Mr. Rail was telling April, thank you for the invite.
Yeah.
We creative, but don't think generalization. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. I knew exactly what you were saying.
Right.
Okay. Mr. Rare speaking to everybody, but
yeah. So I mean, but it's not nothing that we haven't done before in this country. I mean, people always talk about we were kings and queens in Africa and all that, and we were. But a short time ago, we had our own community. We didn't have to go for nothing, and now no long-term planning. Yeah, creating a legacy. And the thing about it, it's like. It's so crazy because we have more resources now than they had. They had limited resources, and it's a shame, as a community. And some part. I mean, our ancestors are looking at us like, "What are y'all doing? This is what I died for. This is what I got lynched for. And y'all have everything. And my God, now we got the internet." And I'm blessed to be on here with people all across the country, all across the world, just talking. And they didn't have none of that. And they was millionaires. So, we need to use our voice. We need to use this internet. That's our goal, to be multi, billionaires. I'm not stopping at, getting a few $1,000s a month or whatever and still selling my soul to the plantation. No, we doing this. We got several things going on now, and that's the mindset that we have to do, and that's the billionaire mindset. We have to look towards independence, and if this virus did not teach us this, I don't know what rock you were sleeping up on, because this virus, and it shocked me with different things it took, and I was about to say that earlier with sports, Okay, yeah. With sports, I never knew sports was shut down. They still trying to. I actually saw the NBA trying to do something July 31st. Coming back was just, to me, ridiculous to shut it down. Whatever. Keep look to next year. But I know it's money. But that's what I'm saying. A multi-billion-dollar industry. College. Trying to. I saw that locally here. University of Virginia. They trying to do. They having their kids, the guys with football training camp start next week, and the people who don't want to come are still, they still keeping their scholarships and all this type of stuff. But sports is trying to struggle, to come back, and we cannot sit and wait for a handout all the time. Yes, my sister.
Can't, and then stop looking for a hookup all the time too.
Yes.
Stop looking for a hookup. One of my good friends, she's a beautician, and I'm always willing to pay her. Now, every now and then, she's I got you. Like I may have came home from the hospital and went and got my hair done because I have asthma. And she's like, I said, no, how much? She said, no, but I don't ever expect a hookup from her. Why? I want to keep that money within our community and keep it flowing.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stop looking for hookups everywhere.
Yeah, and then like the
hey Star Dim, ain't gonna cut you off.
Hey, what's going on, Star? You're talking about the circulation of money in our community. This is always changing, but they say our dollar only lasts like 6 hours in our community, compared to I think white folks last almost 2 weeks, and Asians last I think almost 30 days. Those numbers could be a little off, but they always constantly changing. But it's still sad, and I remember again reading on with the Black Wall Street. I want to say that correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say it lasts up to 30 days with Black Wall Street, our dog, and it didn't go anywhere because we had everything there, and so that's what was really affecting us. And and then going back again with what's going on with the police brutality, whatever, and shout out to the brothers in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Shout out to those brothers that they bear arms, use their constitutional rights to bear arms. When they were I guess almost challenged, by that terrorist group with the 3 letters. And they went straight to the birthplace of where they started. And y'all see that video circulating on social media. It was brothers and sisters with assault rifles, a whole 9. We ain't playing no more. And that's what we got to be. We got to have an economic base. We need to start bearing arms, and it's real, and not to scare anybody, not to cite nothing or whatever, but we have a right to defend ourselves, and a lot with our ancestors, just like I was again referring back to the Black Wall Street, they didn't have enough guns and ammunition, and all that. They did try to fight them off a little bit, from what I understand, but it was just too much, and so we got to learn from stuff like that. We're trying to be peaceful to an oppressor that don't want to be peaceful to us.
Okay, Deja Pooh. Deja said she's still in here.
Okay, what's going on, Deja?
He said that's right, because we pay for what we really want. Yeah.
True that.
We do.
True that.
We'll pay for what we really want.
And then last time I call it recycled Jordans came out, they were $300 a couple months ago. $300. Recycled Jordans. I bought the first ones at $85. And that was big because it was $100. And I remember I was working at Hardee's, You know, when my first real job, and I think my paycheck was something like, I was like 16 years old, and my paycheck usually average, I still remember, usually average around about $150 something for 2 weeks. And I remember when they came out, and you know, some of the drug boys, whatever, they had them joints at the school and stuff. But you know, I spent my whole paycheck glued in them Jordans. But I was 16. You know, I was a teenager.
Right.
You know, and I was making my own money. But, you know, if you're behind on your rent, and well, for one, if you got rent, you shouldn't be behind on Jordan. You know, you better have a mortgage. You know, and I'm not saying I get these things, but if you're behind on your bills, and then you spending a third of your paycheck is $300, you know, on some Jordans, nah. Mm-mm. You know, but again, we're the big, you know, we're I think the last count with us, 1.3 trillion buying power, 1.3 trillion buying power in our community. You know how many businesses and buildings and, you know, whatever we could have all across this whole country. And not only that, you know how much that we control, you know, but we don't see it. We don't see how much we can control. So, I mean, if anybody in our local mom and pop stores in our communities that they even look at us cross-eyed, we can shut them down.
We can shut them down.
We can shut them down. You know, we can shut them down. So it's no reason in the world, you know, any foreigners that come in our community getting the money, whatever. I ain't mad at them. I'm mad at us because we allow these people to come in our communities, you know, and treat us any type of way. You know, you know, we get their cigarettes, their beer, their alcohol, you know, ladies, the weaves, all of that, wigs, all of that. You know, I love yours, but I'm just saying, you know, we get these things, and then we allow these people to treat us any type of way. You know, we can shut these people down easily. All we got to do is say we ain't coming back. If we don't, I mean, and it'd be so quick. If we don't come for a whole week, they out of business. Most of the people are out of business, especially the people in the hood, because we're the customer base. You know, 1.3 trillion, and then we talk about reparations and all that type stuff. There's a lot of our reparations there that we got among us. You know, but again, you know, it's again education. We gotta get an economic base, and we gotta unify. Those three things.
Yeah.
You know, that we need to do. And I'm actually about to shut it down. I'm about to shut it down. You know, I think I talked a little bit enough. You know, I just wanted to kind of just, you know, spit some knowledge to you, man. I got plenty more. You know, I got. That's why I put it like what's going on. But again, this is my first edition of it. I'm gonna come to you guys every Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, and you know I enjoy everybody who came through here, and you know, and what I'm going to attempt to do is to educate and promote positivity. Don't even come in here you want all that negative stuff. I ain't talking about, you know, we can agree to disagree. That's fine. But we ain't going back and forth no arguments or no negativity, no none of that. This ain't nothing but a straight positive vibe and educating ourselves. Come to this live to educate everybody. That's what you need to do. You know, you got nuggets, you know, I want to hear them because I don't know everything. You know, I want to be taught, you know, and, you know, I teach you guys what I know, but I want to be taught as well. And if you're just here to listen and learn, you know, I'm glad for it. You know, I'm glad for it. And I always tell people just you know, do all your research. You know, because you know I may be wrong with a couple of things here and there, but just do your research. You know, I'm not, you know, the gospel, and I don't proclaim to be, but I just, you know, talk from what I know, and so, but I'm just so grateful and thankful that you know coming to, you know, enjoy this space with me. You know, enjoy this space with me, and there'll be plenty more And shoot, I don't have nothing to do tomorrow. I might just jump on this joint tomorrow. You just don't know. You just don't know. Because, you know, I can talk. I can talk.
He can talk.
You know, I can talk.
He can
you
talk.
know, but yeah, they're just a warm up right now. But you know, then y'all gonna get me on this joint. Y'all gonna get me on this thing, boy. Be 5 hours down the road. It's like he's still talking.
They gonna be there to cut you off.
Yeah, he's still. They cut me off. Came back on. You know, but again, like I said, I'm not gonna talk your head off. You know, I just wanted to come to you guys for up to about an hour.
Thank you, IC3. I love Foodie Squad. Such astounding individuals. The Billionaire Mindset. Great talk. I can listen at good talk like this every day. Thank you.
Thank you. It means a lot. It really do. It really do. And like I said, I might pop on this joint. 2 hours from now. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just set myself to a schedule. Definitely this time, probably every Sunday evening about 7 o'clock. I'm going just talk to you guys for about an hour or so. Just really kind of drop some knowledge, much as I know, and maybe talk about what's going on and everything. But I do, urge people just to
Coco said keep talking. They still there listening.
Oh, Coco want me to keep talking? Yeah.
Coco, you don't even know what you asking for, girl. You don't even know.
Someone's hate in the room still.
Nephew's still here.
Yeah, someone's hate. But yeah, so
April.
I'm gonna keep on. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on rolling. But yeah. Yeah, so be safe out here, in these streets, with what's going on and everything. And don't believe it, don't fall into the numbers and stuff. Just be safe. And you guys, I see a lot of people I know personally going to the beaches and all this type of stuff. And then even my family, we was gonna do something, finally, because we haven't been together in months. We done a couple of Zooms, but we haven't been together. And then my son, birthday like next week, was try to do something, because we usually like cook out and everything. So I guess the brain trust in my family, me and my two sisters, we went back and forth, and we actually just decided not to.
And why you put that in the chat?
Yeah, so
he is not gonna sing.
What's that, huh?
Every time something, she waiting on the song. No.
Well,
no.
I'm trying not to do that in this particular one, but if more than people ask me, I gotta agree to people. But
hey, DOD, hey fam, you been listening? Thank you.
What's good? Thank you for the listen. But now tune into the video for the song. I'm not gonna sing. I'm sorry. I know you want to hear the melodic voice, but I'm not gonna.
You can hear Coco. You and him in this melodic voice, like.
Yeah.
Look, y'all not.
The people want to hear a song.
No, they don't. They don't want to hear it.
The people want to hear a song.
They do not want to hear it. They really don't.
But anyway, what I was saying, with the family, so we decided to err on the side of caution and not to have anything, because of with Nikki, with her health, as well as my parents, being up in age, and we have a couple individuals who kind of vulnerable, to the situation. So we decided not to. It was a hard decision, because we haven't been together in months, and we really wanted to do it. So I just I just urge everybody to be safe, man. And I'm looking at these videos of people at these beaches, and these numbers are rising.
Yes,
and it's just like, come on, y'all. It's not that serious to me. I mean, if you just gotta, just go out in your backyard or something. I don't know.
You too. Yeah. Look, I see 3 hard. E2. Take us out with a song. He not singing no song.
I may do that. The people want to hear a song.
I can't.
But say me.
I can't. I'm just
yeah. So But anyway, like I said, just be safe out there, and they start talking about a vaccine and all this type of stuff, and again, I have my reservations about vaccines and being injected with different things as well too. So that's gonna be coming up soon, especially when they try to do a mandatory vaccine. Come on now, build that immune system up. I take a lot of stuff, the vitamins, the black seed oil, the whole nine. So a lot of this, so you can, I'm not no medical doctor, but that can help you, and then wear your mask and protect yourself, wash your hands, all this type of stuff. And I go out here every day, working, and I'm totally protected. I have other people, other races choose not to. I don't know why they do, but I guess that's the invincibility of them. They feel, but protect yourself. That's the best way you can do now, because the government and whatever, they're not looking out for you. They're not looking out for you. So the best thing you can do is protect yourself. Gloves, mask, you name it. Limit your surroundings. With people. All of that.
And let me tell y'all, and this is what my doctor told me to do, because I have MS, and so I advise everybody to do it. To be honest, she told me, she said, it's okay for you to go out. She said, but wherever you go, keep your mask on and keep your gloves on. She told me not to touch anything with my bare hands. Don't, and if the place is too crowded, like if it's a store and Aaron goes in and he sees that it's too crowded, don't go in, because there's no way to properly distance yourself if the store is too crowded. She said, don't do it. And then she told me to still do the same routine that we were doing before I could go out. Meaning, when we get the items back home, Aaron has to spray them down and wipe them down before I touch it. He has to spray down the mail, everything, before I touch it. Like, I just can't just go out here willy-nilly touching stuff. And so I encourage everybody to do the same thing, because Roro's still here.
Yeah, alive and well.
Alive and well.
With some of the comments we missing.
They just talking about they listening to us. DOD, him and Millie, they be protecting us in the bushes while they in the bushes. Yeah, they be making sure people don't be coming here acting crazy.
Yeah. So So again, just do that, and also when we talking about what's going on, I know we just celebrated Juneteenth, and this is the 4th of July weekend, and y'all better not be out there celebrating no 4th of July. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now, because we were not free. All I said, we're not free, and I'm glad some of the states are finally recognizing that, and I know it's been big for many years. Well, it's been big here. I mean, because we've had Juneteenth celebration on a small scale here. But I know Coco out of Houston, with Texas and stuff, I know it's big with that in Houston.
Yeah.
With the Juneteenth, but other places it just someone was over 24 hours, go shopping, 2-3 a.m. less people.
See, they not back 24 hours here yet.
Yeah, they had to cut our hours, and we were doing that. We were going like the off hours, here, but they stopped that when they started doing the protest. They cut the hours. At first it was 5 p.m. they were shutting it down, and now they going to about 8:30. Now. So, but the protests are kind of calmed down, I guess, here, because they ain't been. I ain't been seeing them on the news or everything, so they need to go back to 24 hours. So
they do.
Yeah.
And I need, now that I can go out, I'd rather it go back to 24 hours, and him and I can go, in the middle of the night when it's practically empty.
Right.
But so I have not been in the places where it look packed or crowded. I don't go in it. I still, I'm still very, very cautious, and I wear my gloves and my mask all the time. Yeah.
And again, going back to I was talking about the July 4th celebration. Thank you for still being here. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, it's 12 people still in the building. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much, because I was about to shut it down, but I got song requests, and everything. So I may,
I'm leaving.
You never know. You never know.
I'm gonna leave him here with y'all.
But but definitely you can tune into the videos. You hear me sing all the time, and I'm working on the contract right now, recording contract. But anyway, that I'm just trying to be a little serious right now. Yeah, but 4th of July, don't y'all gonna be going out there? What y'all celebrate? Just ask me what y'all celebrate. Y'all all celebrate the time off and cook out. That's what I'm doing.
4th of July was yesterday.
Yeah.
4th of July was yesterday.
I say the weekend.
Oh, the weekend.
Yeah,
okay.
4th of July weekend.
Look at this right here.
Look
at that right here. Yes, I need my phone.
Hey, for a fan. Sometimes you gotta please the fan. Sometimes you gotta do that. Sing a song.
I'm leaving.
Don't go. Please don't go. Oh man, I love it. But thank you for coming through. I'm gonna actually shut it down. And we go.
Y'all stop hyping him up.
You so beautiful. I do agree. With your pretty smile.
Don't. That's still not an excuse to sing, though. I know what you try to do. You think if you could give me compliments, I would be okay with you singing.
You're so beautiful.
I'm still that okay with this.
Agree.
I'm so that okay with it.
Can you woo woo woo?
No, you're not gonna
Can
woo
you woo woo woo?
Hey y'all, look. Thank y'all for coming out.
Thank you. I love you. But thank you once again. Thank you.
Jeffrey Osborne like that.
Thank you once again for this first edition of Billionaire Talk. I enjoyed it, and I want to keep on, spreading the knowledge, and I don't know what I'm gonna talk about next week, but we gonna roll with it, and I probably get with you guys before next week. Who knows? Like I said, I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow. It might be /talk/concert. What y'all think about that? 30-minute talk and then 30-minute concert. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about that, because I can have my selections. I can have all my hits. Taco Tuesday. I'm still doing. Getting a Wing Wednesday song together, and that's what I'm doing.
Stop doing him like that. Yeah. Let my brother sing.
Yeah, it's talent, and they don't let So April said, yeah. So I might just come on this joint, 30-minute, talk, put that knowledge and motivation, and then 30-minute. A concert.
Lord, look at this. Look at this.
I vote yes.
This thing right here, is too much.
Summertime.
Look.
Summertime concert. You already.
You don't need to put in no request. You don't need to put
I take requests. So like I said, one of my hits is the Taco Tuesday song.
That's a hit.
That's gonna be a hit.
That's on the Billboard.
It's coming. It's coming. And I got a Wing Wednesday song that's gonna pop. They're gonna drop soon. So, check out the videos for that.
They ready for requests.
Yeah.
I can't with y'all. Mr. Ray.
Thank you.
Stop this.
Thank you.
I cannot.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Yeah. So, but again, thank you for for coming through, and we gonna shut it down. And remember, I know she wanted me to be great. Don't let me be great.
Oh goodness.
You know, and so it's. I tell you,
look, do not text him with no song requests.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
You know when the album
text
drops.
me. Yeah. He gonna rap, but text me so I have some songs for the concert, because like I said, next go around I'm gonna do. I was on here for almost an hour, so I dropped that knowledge the first 30 minutes, and the next 30 minutes it'll be a summertime concert. Grab the drinks and your patio chairs. Where you at, and get some knowledge in you, and then bam, concert.
She mad because she'll have her spoon.
Oh, and see, I don't even need a spoon. I don't even need a spoon. And sessions,
ain't no problem, Deja. Look, boo, I understand, Deja. Pooh, I understand the grind don't stop. I get it, boo.
Yeah.
You said I want to book a session.
We here.
Now they get a concert.
That's what I'm saying.
Coco said they gonna be VIP.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, Coco. Yes, most definitely. So let's go around. Coco, April, all y'all in here. Y'all have your lawn chairs. Where y'all at, and be knowledge. 30 minutes. Another 30-minute concert.
I didn't know why y'all hype this name up.
But if you woo, if you woo.
I'm leaving.
Please don't go. Don't go.
You better stop singing.
Don't go.
Stop singing.
Please don't go.
Okay, we about to end this thing. Look, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming out. We truly appreciate this. This was Eric's first time going live with the Billionaire Talk.
Yeah.
It is more to come, and I'm so excited for him. I really am. Outside of this singing thing.
30-minute talk, 30-minute concert.
Look, Mr. Red.
It's going to be sold out.
Lynette IC3 High won't come up on the stage.
You there.
This right here.
You there.
Mr. Red said, can I work the light? Y'all,
there.
It's time to go. It's time to go. Then you go. Then you gonna have a crew.
Yeah. I need a crew.
Oh, Jesus. Look, y'all. What I try to do is every time he goes live, I'll set up reminders and share them out on my community page, so you guys will know. If you have not subscribed to his channel, The Billionaire Mindset, please go ahead and subscribe.
Yeah, do that.
He will definitely subscribe back.
Yeah.
And he will watch your videos as well. We all here to learn, grow in these YouTube streets, and that's exactly what we're about. So we will definitely do that, and we thank y'all so much. DOD said, yes, ma'am. Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah. I need dance. I need to think about that.
Black folks working together.
Yes.
DOD.
Yes.
We coming in there deep.
No doubt. We're going to do this thing.
They said, y'all got me.
We're going to do this thing. Bring your lawn chairs next time.
Yeah, we do.
Lawn chairs. Summer concert.
Drop the link. Hold on. Oh, you can bring barbecue. I like barbecue.
Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. Barbecue, dancing, lawn chairs.
Yeah, that's P. You right though. It takes a team. It does. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you so much. Real talk. Thank you.
Yes. And we got y'all right back after this live stream.
Yeah.
But thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll post reminders up for the next time that he goes live. So just stay tuned. We love y'all, and we truly appreciate y'all. This was a good turnout. This really was.
Yeah,
so thank you.
Appreciate it, no doubt.
Oh, Coco, you know he probably gonna have a mic. We got karaoke mics.
We
got karaoke mics. A few of them.
We got mics.
Hey, Open Mind, how are you? Thank you for coming in.
What's good?
We about to end, but you know he'll be going live. The Billionaire
Talks.
More hours?
We got. Yeah, I'm gonna grab back at you.
I see 3 hearts. What did you talk? Do not hype this man up. Yes, it was nice meeting you. Thank you so much for coming in, though. But we're about to end real soon. But, you know, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And he'll follow back and look at the video. And he'll hit you back.
Yeah, hit y'all back.
And we will, we'll post again the next time that he goes live.
Word.
But I certainly appreciate y'all. This right here, Coco. I know we get ready to go. Because he about to bust out another song. Thank y'all. Take care. Love you all. I appreciate you. Bye. Not the dance move. Huh? Nah, don't end. Let's keep it going. Keep me posted. I will. Love you too, nephew. I appreciate you so much. They just said he making his request. We gonna go ahead on it. We gonna go ahead on and close this out. He gonna come back. He going back live. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yeah. For the next 24 hours.
We might go live on the Foodie Squad channel tonight. Hey, Angel lives. That go my pool. Hey, Angel.
Hey.
Thank you for coming in. Foodie, he more funny.
No, not really. Not really.
Funny.
Really.
He's sillier than me. That's what it is. No, you're not putting in a request for no Luther. Miss Terrell.
It's one of my favorites, Dad. It's one of my favorites.
Miss Terrell.
You know, I did Luther.
We only did Luther. We did Luther on a duet. We did Luther on a duet. You ain't do Luther.
I said, you know, I can do Luther.
You can do, yeah, okay.
I can do Luther.
Look at this.
Big
Marvin
Luther.
Gaye. Big Luther.
I love Luther. Big Luther. I'm talking about Big Luther.
We did Marvin Gaye on the duet. Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell.
So she got Temptation, Michael Jackson.
Coco is spitting them out. Look at this here. Look at this right here. Temptation. Now y'all keep asking Temptation. You know it's about to happen. We're gonna have to look at this Temptation movie.
The movie. You know.
Aaron got the same 5 movies he rotates throughout the year. Unless I make him look at the
last time I looked at Temptation?
Oh, I ain't heard no Billy Ocean in a while.
Billy Ocean.
Oh, Billy Ocean.
Suddenly.
Okay. The Patty. All right.
That's suddenly. Yeah.
Yeah. That Patty LaBelle.
All right, well, we're gonna come back with y'all.
Keith Sweat, the 5 Hot. That's one of them.
And then Keith Sweat, come on, man.
I see 3 Hot. That's one of the 5 movies. Temptations, 5 Heartbeats.
Make it last forever and
Freddie
ever.
Jackson.
Make it last forever.
Angie Stone. Yeah, we might have to come back tonight. For a little Sunday, a little soul for Sunday.
Yeah, just give us a little time.
We might have to come back on tonight for a little soul for Sunday, but we'll do it on our food channel, on our Foodie Squad.
Yeah.
Avery said, do you need me to write it down for you? Yeah.
I got him.
Regina Bell. Daisy said concert.
I got him.
Y'all Renee and Angela.
How about this, y'all? We gonna come back We're gonna come back shortly.
She said some Trina.
Yeah, cause Trina. Oh, you went way left. Yeah, we can come back next couple of hours. You know, y'all bring your lawn chairs and everything.
We might do a soul for Sunday. Yeah, this music that we're listening to right now, this is YouTube approved music. Since he's not a monetized channel yet, we don't want to jeopardize anything. So we wouldn't play any copyrighted music on over here. So we would definitely do it on the Foodie Squad channel.
Word.
Sipping and vabbing on a Sunday.
Commodore.
What was it? A R. Kelly. Mr. Red, a Commodore. All right. What time tonight? Because you know it's past your bedtime already. He told you talking to you. Because you're the one you go to bed early.
I work. I'm off tomorrow.
Let me go get my beard then, y'all, for real.
Yeah, I'm the one putting this thing, you know.
But he ain't got to go to work tomorrow. Mickey Howard, yeah.
Okay, we got a lot of requests going on.
Yeah, okay.
All right, let us get ready. What time is it now? We say about 10-ish?
10-ish. Etta James.
10-ish. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we let us get back it was about an hour and a half, you know, about 10 o'clock. We were set to 10:30.
No, 10 o'clock, because we always do 10 o'clock. So
all right,
we got to keep it on the same time. So we coming back for Soul for Sunday at 10 o'clock. I'm going to set the reminder right now.
Bring the lawn chairs.
Bring the lawn chairs. It's going to be a Soul for Sunday, y'all. We just going to vab out.
Yeah, we
have a good time.
We got to hit a store for a beer or something. I mean, everything closed there.
We can't go get a cooler.
We got to go to the joint.
Coco said, "Let me go get my beer." Yeah, we about to go to the little store and get us a drink.
We gotta go to the
gas station. Yeah, we getting ready to go. We getting ready to go. Oh, not no minute Ripperton. Yeah. All right, y'all. We going to go get our drink.
Yeah.
We see y'all at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
All right. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.